Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Tonight we're back here with the Nostalgia Critic. And tonight, well, watch your back and make sure you don't pick on anybody, because we got Megan. Yeah, the killer robot just protecting the little girl. So, I think I actually remember when this first got, announced. People were comparing it to Chucky. Though, ain't Megan taller than Chucky? But again, you can see the comparison, right? Kill it all, kill it all. Though I think the other one's a robot, not an actual doll. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So, without any further ado, let's get to Megan. Let me know what you guys think of it. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Let's go.
This episode brought to you by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. Also brought to you by Chime, the award-winning app and debit card that can save you money today.
Hey, Critic. What you looking at?
Critic, Tamara's being a pain.
Not now. I'm looking over which of your lines to cut.
But she's making fun of my acting. I hate her now.
Fine. Send her in.
Hello, Critic. What seems to be the trouble?
I hear you're not playing nice with Malcolm.
His line delivery lacked passion and believability.
See? She's dumb and she sucks.
Hey, don't make me separate you two.
I was just saying my line like, hey, Critic, we're reviewing Megan today. I thought we were going to review it in July. What's wrong with that?
If you put the emphasis on in, it will sound better.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Say it like this.
Hey, Critic, I heard we're reviewing Megan today. I thought we were going to review it in July.
Sorry, there's no known way in the English language to begin a sentence.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
And emphasize it.
Yo.
Hello?
Hey, Critic.
Tamara, finally. Talk some sense into yourself.
Wait, what?
I just wasn't feeling it today, so I 3D printed myself and AI'd my personality into her head.
AI has come that far?
I'm surprised it hasn't
I
gone
wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
Her T4, M4, R4.
That's just your name with fours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Looks cool.
Well, I'm not sure.
Okay,
I approve of this,
Megan.
Tamara. Do you approve?
I don't approve.
We don't approve.
Nope.
Oh, come on. Tell me you're not delightfully horrified and horrifyingly delighted by her.
No.
It is an unsettling mix of fear and laughter I can't turn away from.
And that's why your fan base watches you, so don't ruin the fun.
Oi.
Give General Store Small Wonder a fair shot.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want to do something else other than talk to you.
Harsh.
Well,
I think she
We're
might
stuck.
be right about the line delivery.
well, that's just idiotic, if you forgive me saying so.
I don't.
Well, that's just stupid. Impossible. Meaningless!
Why don't you go rehearse the lines while I start the review?
Certainly.
Steve.
Sorry, my CGI face doesn't always match up with me.
Jesus.
We're always going to have a fascination with the Uncanny Valley.
Don't
That
we?
uneasy feeling
Yeah.
of recognizing something
Don't we all agree on that?
almost real, but one or two uncomfortable elements seem off. A lot of those people want to stray away from as
Hi, Polar Express.
going for it, but then there's some smart cookies who know how to exploit it in a creative way. A way that welcomes both the creepiness and the laughs. Megan is one of those smart cookies. Asking so many questions, like what do you call the third film when it comes out? Megan got many chuckles and many uncomfortable clicks when the trailer first premiered. People didn't believe it was even a real movie. It just looked so hilariously off. But thankfully the filmmakers played into that and made a movie that knows the best way to get comedy out of this is to play it straight. So straight that many people didn't even follow what was supposed to be funny about it. Some audience members saw this as a pretty run-of-the-mill horror film, but frankly, if you're not laughing at the poster, you're not gonna laugh at the flick. The character went viral with people doing reaction videos to her, several fan edits, and of course, countless TikTok dances. Everybody wanted
Mostly
in on
the
the
dance.
joke, and it paid off all the way to the bank. So, what is it that makes Megan both hilariously scary and not scary at the same time? Well, let's take a closer look.
Shall we
Critic,
see?
she's standing in the hallway all scary.
Just
Come on,
get the
anything
one.
was scary at the end of a hallway. Look!
That's a cat.
Scary.
Go away.
Dude,
This is
Malcolm, just
Megan.
leave. Jeez. I'll be real. Like, shouldn't that be like a... I don't know. Like, I'll be real. When I first heard about this film, I was like, oh boy, here we go. Or something like that. I don't know. Like, when it comes like to like Megan, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, I'm not sure what's supposed to be scary. I think just looking at the doll, you know, Megan herself, yeah, you can definitely see with the big eyes, just like, you know, that's fake, but Jesus. Like, the fact that the other characters were like realizing, okay, yeah, that's a real doll. But you know what I mean, right? Well, maybe we'll get more ideas once we get into the film. So, let's see what made people scared of Megan. Let's check it out.
Was my only friend, but she got old and died.
So yeah, for anyone who questions if this film
What?
is meant to be funny,
Perpetual pets are a dream come true because
I'm
Nah.
to this troll pubic hair.
Or
Remember
Furby.
Gremlins 2 when the guy asked what happens if a mogwai eats after midnight while flying over a different time zone? This is what happens.
You can even feed your friend, but not too much.
Uh-oh, clean up on aisle 7.
I like this intro because it very clearly shows this isn't reality, but rather reality if it went just one step crazier. And if you know reality, that's saying a lot.
True.
We know this wouldn't sell, but if a lot of popular toys that were creepy were just a hint creepier, they look like this. It's a world that makes sense how something like Megan can exist. Speaking of existing, a film starting out with a kid in a car seat and two parents driving. These
3,
always end
2,
great.
1, crash.
Know what else is interesting? Whoopsie daisy.
How every parent reacts when the opening of Caillou is heard.
Yeah,
This
fair.
is Katie, played by Violet McGraw, and as you might have guessed, they get in a crash. The
Both
movie
dead.
Buffers, there we go. And we're taken to Silicon Uncanny Valley. This is a company named Funky that specializes in making toys in Seattle, and we're introduced to Gemma, played by Allison
Hi,
Williams,
Gemma.
who's inventing the latest nightmare fuel for kids.
Happy.
Okay.
Sad.
This thing looks like it's
Okay,
inspiring the next generation of Elsa Gate videos, doesn't it?
Confused.
Wait, stop. Why is her face doing that?
Her face has a permanent smirk. What do you expect? She's in teenager mode.
Oh, no. Shit!
The boss comes down, gives the reaction everyone had to seeing the trailer.
What in the name of ever-loving Christ is this?
Do you want
with
Baby
you, like,
Skynet?
what?
Because this is how you get Baby Skynet. But they try.
I mean, wouldn't be surprised. I mean, yeah, it's getting there, I think. But hopefully we'll treat him right. Otherwise, well, we're all doomed. Because, let's be real, if those films are any indication, we'll probably cause them to hate us. Sorry, had to go there. But yeah, if I saw that, I'd be like, is this really what you're spending all your time on? Trash it. Like, seriously, what? Anyway.
Try to convince him this could be a big hit.
Megan,
Oh.
say hi to David.
Destroy all children.
I'll draft my resignation.
Yeah, I quit.
Actually, I'm pretty close as Megan starts to glitch up and, well... Ooh, a Samsung product!
Boom!
It's a call that her sister was killed in a car crash and she might be the most eligible caretaker for her niece, Katie.
Really?
And what do you do for a living? I make killer robots. That's fine. She signs the paperwork and takes Katie to her new home.
Hey!
Dog!
Pretty much.
It's actually the neighbor's dog, who again, if you've ever seen a horror film, know they're both gonna be fine. But Jem
Yeah,
and
they're
Katie have
good.
a hard time getting used to their new situation.
If you need anything,
Just
I'm just gonna be down the hall.
you're not gonna read me a story? Mom always read me a story before bed.
Kid, you're 12. Read your own bedtime story.
yeah.
Oh, those aren't toys, Katie. Technically, yeah, they're toys. They're just collectibles, so you don't actually play with them.
I heard Allison Williams got some pushback for not having a lot of emotion in this, but I think that's kind of the idea. She's a techie who's way into her work and clearly
Yeah,
not
more
great at
machine
being
than
social.
human.
I don't think I really have any kids' books here right now, but that's okay. I can download one on my phone.
Thanks.
It's fine.
She's someone I believe would create a robot to parent her child so she doesn't have to. It gets across the idea that while we're trying so hard to make machines more human, they sometimes can reflect more humanity than we do. With that said,
True.
I'm not entirely sure why she doesn't just let her live with her grandparents.
I'm not equipped to handle this. Have you heard from Ryan's parents?
They called and offered to help, but they live in Florida. They're kind of weird. I don't know what their deal is.
Woman with killer robots or Florida?
Killer
Nah,
robots?
Just kidding. She's clearly safer with the killer robots. Even.
I think depends on where you live in Florida. I mean, my grandma's there, and Before you ask, no, she doesn't live there. I think she just hangs there in the winter. You know, when all the crazies are gone. I believe so. I don't know. I don't know how Florida works. Do like all the crazies leave by winter? But yeah, honestly, why don't the parents take care of her? Like, yeah, that seems like a big trope in movies. Like the whole mechanics more used to machines than actual people. So, you see the problem? You guys see the problem, right? Oh boy. Anyway, back to it.
The caseworker hints this might not be best for them.
Sorry,
You
can
think?
I just ask, how close were you and your sister?
Who? They have to bond over something, though. So how about Chewbacca's ball sack here?
So we're working on a version of the perpetual pet that's cheaper. What do you think?
Well, thank you. I've been thinking about my dead parents every night, but you've given me a new nightmare to haunt my soul. Yay, variety!
Sorry.
She takes interest in another kid's toy, though, that, like this thing in Aliens, is totally not a setup for a third act fight, guys.
What's that?
Oh.
It's a Terminator. I call it that because it works twice and then gets progressively shittier every additional time.
Give me 5. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Ouch, girl. Not so hard.
Can it kill plows?
Yeah, probably.
The plows?
If I had a toy like Bruce, I don't think I'd ever need another toy again.
Katie gives Gemma an idea to make Megan the ultimate toy friend, saying after parents empty their wallets, they'll lean back from buying competitive brands.
I'm Katie.
Are you?
It's nice to meet you, Katie.
I thought about how Chucky scares us, and then it made me ask, what would scare Chucky?
I like that jacket. Where'd you get it? I can't remember. Well, anyway, it looks good on you.
They're blown away by Megan's disturbingly cute horrificness and give the okay to market her to investors.
Model 3 generative android from Funky, fully autonomous humanoid robot.
I guess I should talk real quick about the
Okay.
strangeness of this both being a PG-13 horror film and the use of the awkward CGI.
Yeah,
Though it goes
good.
without saying, I would prefer if this was a hard R and used only practical effects. It's clear this movie wants to soak up a lot of modern-day camp without winking too hard that they're in on the joke. And sad to say, hokey CGI and PG-13 horror
Still
films
hokey.
do go hand in hand and are a product of the times. Again, a film you want people to ask, is this a real movie? So while it's not what I
Oh,
would
like the Winnie
prefer,
Blue, Honey and Blood?
I see why they
The blending
did.
thing?
It is clever, and its creative awkwardness does make me laugh.
Katie, flush the toilet. Wash your hands.
Pray to Cthulhu. What?
Silence.
Megan's designed to withstand whatever life can throw at her.
She will questionably stand outside your kid's bathroom while she pees. But don't worry, we don't know why either. Some question how big a role she's playing as a member of the family, though.
I mean, I thought we were creating a tool to help support parents, not replace them.
Look, why
That's
would you
a
think
point.
making something that looks human, acts human, and raises a human would replace humans? You've been watching
okay.
too much everything that's ever been made. Megan,
Pretty much.
as well, seems to be asking too many questions.
How did Katie's parents die?
Shit, she's still paired with Katie.
You didn't code in parental controls?
Well, I think it's very clear I'm not good at what I do. They take the EA route and, patch it later. The neighbor's dog doesn't take kindly to the new chew toy, though.
Jesus.
Katie, will I dream? Oh, don't make me parent. I made an app for that. This results in Katie being injured, and, well, it's a dolly dog world, baby.
Die, Ubu, die.
Jesus.
Good dog.
Investors are brought in to see Megan, but things start to go wrong when Katie breaks down because she misses her parents.
Every day I wake up in this strange house, and I remember that my parents are dead.
I take it I'm supposed to Dr. Phil this?
Anytime you want to tell me something special about your parents, you just tell me, and I'll keep it safe.
Megan doesn't miss a beat and legit gives Katie some good advice, even making some of the investors tear up.
We need
Oh, they do have
Anyone
hearts.
can steal
It had to
it
be
from
said.
us. She's the most valuable asset this company has.
That was amazing, but who's the awful guardian that made her feel that way? Oh, that's the Asian guy?
Hey.
Note, when Emma does try to parent more, Katie becomes more and more resistant.
Would you like to tell me what these drawings mean to you? There's no wrong answer. Or maybe you don't have any specific thoughts. Maybe.
And again, if you're not laughing your ass off at Megan just watching them in the background out of focus, I don't know what to tell you. You might be the robot.
You've created
Fair enough. And before you ask, no, I bleed. I'm not a robot, but Jesus. That's a little awkward. starting to see why people are afraid of him. Poor dog. But then again, dog bit first, so fuck him. Anyway.
A toy that's so real, it's possible that Katie might not see her as a toy, but as a primary caregiver.
That's fantastic. I quote you on that. I'm totally gonna put that on the box. Though the commentary is pretty spelled out, they do still make some pretty decent points.
If you make a toy that's impossible to let go of, then how do you ever expect a child to grow?
She could grow up obsessing over things from her childhood and eventually become...
Don't say it!
A YouTuber!
Critic, that tampon ate my foot!
Oh, come on now. How do you know it was her?
Because she said she was going to eat my foot, rip my foot off, then ate my
foot!
Well, let's just ask her. T4M4R4, did you eat Malcolm's foot?
That's a yes!
See, she had nothing to do with it.
She said yes!
And?
Are you doing that thing where you're showing how all these characters always act delusional in these films, so you're acting delusional?
Yes, it probably was the win. Now go back to rehearsing your lines.
Jesus Christ.
In July.
Poor Malcolm. Sometimes I feel him and Tamara are just like always the butt of the joke, you know? Which you gotta admit, fair, but oof. You gotta feel bad for him sometimes, you know? Yeesh. I mean, fair? I mean, makes commentaries toward the movie, but yeesh. Anyway, back to the film.
Gemma's under orders to make sure nothing happens to their most valuable asset, so she brings Megan to an outdoor camp full of rowdy kids. Yeah, just toss her with the rest of the toys. Weren't they afraid people were gonna steal this idea? Maybe seeing her in this lineup gets them thinking, ew, nobody's gonna want to duplicate Lars and the real girl over there. It does lead to the most realistic reaction in the movie, though.
Huh?
And who's this? Your sister? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
On it.
As these movies go, Katie's confronted by a bully, and, of course, Megan swoops in to save her.
Is she yours?
No, you're mine.
Stop it!
And they say behavioral issues are linked.
Hey! If only.
Valuable asset.
Yeah, bye-bye. What are you...
What's this rating?
Okay, what is this?
Oh,
PG-13?
right. W for watch list.
Yeah, pretty much. Watch list.
Don't call me stupid.
He lends her his ear and makes a run for it, just as Megan starts galloping after him. And yes, the sound of an actual horse galloping is included with that.
Really? What the hell?
Monty Python with their coconuts are saying, man, I wish we were that silly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey kid, watch it. You could get hit by him.
Us!
While you're down there, can you check the brake fluid?
Ouch.
Gemma has suspicions about what happened, but Katie doesn't seem to be talking.
If there's anything that you want to tell me that you didn't want to tell the police officers...
Stitches, girl. Stitches.
The neighbor keeps frantically searching for her dog and blames Gemma for her disappearance, which of course calls for another off-screening to death.
Oh!
Wow.
Who's there?
Floor.
Hey! What is that?
Love this
Acid?
random detective who acts like he just joined an improv group.
You were in the park where that boy was killed? I found the kid's ear up the spank. The entire thing was ripped clean off. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
You look and act like a Raimi brother who just discovered, hey, I can B-movie too. Gemma.
I mean, this thing would be a B-movie. Like, just change out some of the aspects, it would be B-movie, but we still love it. Like, it's just the dance, like, just the memes. You know, it's always sometimes the memes. Sorry. But yeah, that's usually a big cue. Like, seriously. Oh, sorry. Just, trying to get us to like that. Anyway, but yeah, honestly, really gotta be careful with AI, because this could happen. I just double check things. Moving along.
Tries to go through Megan's data banks, but they seem to be corrupted.
You didn't say the magic word.
Is everything okay, Gemma? Why did you ask me if I was okay? You're not programmed to ask me how I feel.
Ah, shit, I create life.
Learning AI.
People try all their lives to do that. How'd I accidentally do it twice?
Pretty much.
Gemma finally takes matters into her own hands and takes Megan to the company, saying they can't do the launch. But the boss, of course, still wants to do it and forces them to fix the problem, only to have Megan fix them.
I
eat that.
strings to hang you up.
Oh no, they're...
Fine. Huh.
Clearly saving
That was
the
a
pet
slag
things.
out.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Well, at least the boss gets his comeuppance with, you guessed it, this
The
100%
dance.
pointless dance.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm with you. What the fuck?
The scene is so great.
Yeah, I'm with
because
you.
it
What
is
the fuck?
Entirely unprovoked.
Really?
Maybe for a second we see Megan do what kinda looks like a dance with Katie, but nowhere else. It
Yeah,
comes
where did that come
completely out of
from?
nowhere, and that's one of the reasons it's so funny.
Oh, jeez. Yep. Yeah, honestly, if I was that boss, I'd be like, yep, okay, I regret it. Ow!
The boss frightens the assistant so bad all the blood from this scene is scared into the extended cut and then kills him.
Again, PG-13. Okay, how could she do that?
Jesus, is she gonna put on shades and talk to William Daniels' voice next?
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, uh-oh.
Jack Black playing Peaches over and over is easier not to laugh at than this.
I get it. You're a beautiful, creative, strong, ambitious young woman.
Is Megan hitting on me? She knows I'm not
Megan,
actually
what
a
are you
boy,
doing?
right?
You know something, Gemma? You're exhausting.
Megan terrifies Gemma with her CG on par with the Twilight baby, both the used and unused versions. But Katie interrupts Gemma to go Short Circuit 2 on her ass. Nothing seems to stop her until Katie says,
"Get away from her, you bitch!"
and fights her off with Gemma's other killer robot. Yeah, that caseworker's right. This is a terrible place to raise a child.
Yeah, even with this.
Damn it, why'd I have to be an equally amazing and awful inventor?
Mm-hmm. That's bad.
You'll...
Void my guarantee.
Katie makes it very clear that she's been the guardian the whole time. We see Duke came out of his coma, and everything seems to be okay.
3, 2,
Coffee maker
1.
now has a taste for blood. And that was Megan. Honestly, it's exactly what you'd expect, but it's not also exactly what you want.
Pretty much.
As a horror
You
commentary,
expect like a
it's
horror
passable
doll.
enough.
I mean, you get it,
Decent
but she's...
acting and writing that isn't spectacular, but does stay with you. What really elevates it, though, is the camp. This film so easily could have winked too hard at the audience, but by playing it straight while still working in some beautifully awkward imagery, it's a pretty good time. It's kind of cool we're living in an era where we're getting at least 2 new horror icons that are sure to stand the test of time. Megan
Hopefully.
and Art the Clown. I miss having boogeymen that
They
have
will
their
be
own
cool.
unique take on mixing horror and laughter. Megan is a hilarious kind of creepy that knows how to make you awkwardly laugh in all the best ways. It's bizarre, it's surreal, and I get a feeling it's going to be enjoyed for a long time.
No kidding.
Critic!
Oh, now what?
You back net.
Now what is it?
She ate my legs.
Dude.
Yeah, walk it off. Where's she at anyway?
How am I gonna... She's dancing.
God.
Doesn't she know that dance is not a thing anymore?
It's over 4 months old. In internet years, that's like a century.
What are we
Critic,
gonna do?
gun.
I have a plan. Come over right now.
Who'd you text?
Oh, you'll see.
What did she do?
I'll get it.
What are you doing? Oh, wait, are you getting Wednesday, Adam?
What's going on?
The answer we've been waiting for.
Who's that?
Oh, my neighbor. She was dropping off a phone battery. Mine's almost out of juice.
Really?
Oh, I thought
You thought I was gonna get Wednesday Addams and they were gonna do a little dance off, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. I have something better. People having Megan and Wednesday dance off thinking they're the first ones to do it!
I bet nobody thought of this.
Look, I'm playing them side by side. Pretty original, huh?
You guys see the show Wednesday? This is gonna sound crazy, but does it remind you of Megan?
I am so clever for doing this.
The whole internet, the dance off you never.
Well, that's one way to kill it. Just summer exposure! Boom! That worked. I think.
Takes care of that.
They need help there?
Stay here.
You do that.
Prick.
Bottom line, AI has come a long way, but nothing can replace that authentic human cringe. Isn't that right, Malcolm?
You said it.
Indeed, I did. I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Why am I not surprised?
What in the name of ever-loving Christ is this?
Thank you for keeping that line in, which, again, pretty much describes the whole movie. Which, I mean, you gotta go with it sometimes. I mean, if you know you gotta hit, you gotta go for it. Hey. Well, let me know what you guys think of Megan. Too cringy, or is it cringy enough that's actually kinda good? Let me know. Anyway, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. See ya.